In today's episode, we delve into a fascinating and often debated topic, and that is the relationship between money and happiness. So, I was recently reading a survey done by Empower, which is a financial services company in the US, and they revealed how different generations perceive the role of money in achieving happiness. Now, things or number may be slightly different in the Indian context, but I think the idea remained the same. Let's first look at some numbers. So, the Empower survey indicates a clear correlation between income and life satisfaction. Around 60% of Americans surveyed think money can buy happiness, but the amount of money varies. Now, Americans on average believe that a net worth of $1.2 million dollars is the key, and that's around 10 crore rupees in India. However, this number is not consistent across generations. Millennials, for example, or those born between 1981 and 1996, they set their happiness price tag at about $1.7 million dollars or 15 crore rupees. While Gen Zs, or those born between 1997 and 2010, feel that a much lower amount, around $487,000 or 4 crore rupees, would be enough. Now, it's interesting to see how the perception of wealth needed for happiness changes with age. Let's explore a philosophical angle to this. In philosophy, there's this idea of materialism that emphasizes material wealth as the key to happiness, and it seems to resonate with the higher figures quoted by the millennials. This philosophy is deeply ingrained in modern consumer culture, and from this viewpoint, happiness is almost a commodity, like something that can be bought and increased with the accumulation of more wealth and possessions. On the other hand, there's this idea of existentialism, which argues that meaning, purpose, and personal experience are more important than material wealth. Now, this might align more with Gen Z's lower financial threshold for happiness. Now, there's no right or wrong philosophy here, but understanding them well and which side do you find yourself on can help you better understand your relationship with money and what truly brings you happiness. From a psychological standpoint, this topic gets even more intriguing. You may have heard of Maslow's hierarchy of needs, which suggests that once our basic needs are met, things like food, clothing, and shelter, our aspirations turn to higher needs like esteem and self actualization. But there's a psychological phenomenon known as hedonic adaptation, something that I talked about in a previous episode, which means that we quickly adapt to changes in our circumstances, including that of wealth. So the happiness that money brings might be short term. And this raises an important question. Does our constant adaptation to wealth lead us to always want more, never finding true lasting satisfaction? I think the answer to that is yes. But let's not overlook societal and cultural influences. In some cultures, wealth is a major indicator of success and happiness. In others, simplicity and life's intangible joys are valued much more than wealth. This cultural backdrop can greatly influence how different generations view money's role in their happiness. For example, the ideology of the great American dream or even the great Indian dream, it might influence the higher financial aspirations of millennials, as came out in the survey by Empower. While Gen Z's exposure to global cultures and values through digital connectivity in today's world, it might explain their more modest financial needs for happiness. I also think that personal values and life goals are also crucial in this discussion. Everyone has unique aspirations and definitions of success. For some people, financial security and wealth accumulation are paramount. For others, relationships, experiences, and personal growth hold more value. Given this, it's very important for you to understand your personal values because that can help you gauge the role money plays in your concept of happiness. It's an invitation to introspective and reflective thinking about what really matters to you in life. Now, I think it's also important to critically analyze the Empower survey data. Happiness is highly subjective and often difficult to quantify. Factors like personal experiences, upbringing, and even current mood can influence how one responds to such surveys. There's also the aspect of societal expectation, things like maybe the respondents were influenced by what they believe they should say about money and happiness rather than what they truly feel and believe, like it happens in so many surveys. But, anyways, what is that we can conclude from all this? Can money really buy happiness? I think the answer to this is not black and white. It's shaded with nuances of personal beliefs, societal norms, cultural backgrounds, and individual experiences. Maybe the real question we should be asking is not how much money we need to be happy, but rather what kind of life do we want to lead, and what role does money play in that vision? I'd love to hear your thoughts on this. How much money do you think you need to be happy and why? You may share your thoughts and views in the comments. With that, thank you so much for joining me on this dive into this complex relationship between money and happiness. If you enjoyed this discussion, please like, share, and subscribe for more thought provoking content like this. Till we meet again, please stay curious and try to ask yourself what kind of life you want to lead and what role does money play in that vision. Thank you for your time.